Two. Yo, what's up, guys? How are you doing, Joachim? How are you doing, Eli Poli? Eli Poli. Yo, what's up, Firule? Yo, Sebastian, how are you doing? And Vin as well. Hello, answer my question, please. What's the best mouse in your opinion? I'm not sure. There are so many good mice that... I don't know. It's pretty hard to choose these days. So many good mice. I think I'll go straight up to playing some CS. You like the Skypad? Yeah, I do like it quite a bit. Eli Polly, I'm doing quite fine, thank you. Is there a mouse that you always find yourself going back to? At the moment, probably the Ultralight 2 at the Outset AX at times, but... and the Pony Symmetrical 2 also. This, I love the Pony Symmetrical 2. However, it's completely unusable on the Skypad. It's so fucking scratchy. Actually, no, it was just some dust particles or something. It's still pretty scratchy, but it's not as bad as it was. This mousepad is it's so dependent on, like, if there is any kind of hair or anything, that it's completely garbage. But it's so easy to wipe the stuff off from it, so it's not as bad as the Artisan Zero, for example. Yo, Ambitions, how are you doing, dude? Yo, Carrot, how are you doing? When are you going to change? When will you change back to Carrot, by the way, your YouTube username? Yeah, Eli Polly, I'm feeling better. I'm still a little bit like... I still have a slight bit of flu, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Yo, Rich Wilco, how you doing, dude? With Fantech XT5, they told me that they would I would be one of the first to get it, but I'm not sure. I think next week, maybe. I should have... I actually got the... I just got the Odin Eclipse today, and then I've also had... I've had the Fnatic clutch for I don't know how long. Wait, what? This is not the clutch. Which one was this again? I'm so bad with these names. Like, holy shit. I can't remember what the name is. I think it's Focus 3, right? Which mousepad do you consider the best for playing CSGO in your opinion? I don't know, so many good ones to be honest. Like, I would choose something that's a little bit more control heavy, most likely for CS. I myself enjoy quite like many different kind of faster pads even for CS, but like overall I would say it's safe for you to, much safer for you to go with a little bit slower surface. For mice, I don't know, so many good mice these days. The HDS wireless feels pretty good, the newest one. The Ultra 2 I have here is really good. The Bone Symmetrical 2, I think this is one of my favorite mice at the moment. Are you medium? I'm sort of a medium to high sense, I would say these days. I've lowered my sense a little bit. Have you got the EC2C yet? No, not yet, sadly. I should have it in a few weeks, I think. Yeah, Sean, you should stop that. Just pick one of those and just stick with that mouse. Did you do the new GP? Yeah, I saw that. It's weird that there are no reviews out, so I don't know. Maybe it's not quite as good as... I don't know. It's usually it's a little bit weird when pre-orders open and there are no reviews. Like, I think that makes it sort of feel like something weird is going on. Like, for example, what Glorious did with the Model O Manus and the Model D Manus wireless. Like the... What's it called? The NDA lifted. The embargo lifted when... at the same time as the pre-orders opened. So, nothing sketchy in there in my opinion. But... it's always a little bit weird when pre-orders open before there are any reviews. What's a class pad like? I can only imagine. It's like it's quite fast, but it still has some control. So it's pretty hard to describe. You kind of have to feel it yourself because this is not quite what I imagined. It's not as smooth as you would think. I would say that's the main takeaway, I think. Can you suggest a good earbud for gaming? I have the QKC VK4s and the Tin Hi-Fi T2, so they are both really good. I just can't I can't use anything wired anymore. I don't know. It's just so fun to use these wireless headsets. How long can I expect a 10 small switches last for? It's pretty random, to be honest. Pretty random, but those will start. Like, the clicks will start feeling bad before the switches do, I think, so. E versus GP4 versus Trigon. I think the E mousepad is one of the better pads available today, so I would most likely get that. Is that... yeah, that's the Hadi as well, yeah. They're still selling how much R-Chain is going to earn. I mean, the pre-orders open at the price. We know the price, right? What do you think about the Zaiwu twist grip? Your grip seems like Zaiwu, but you don't raise up your palm. It depends on the mouse. Like, with some mice, I actually raise up my palm. For example, with the Ultralight 2, my grip is... I think no one else grips the Ultralight 2 this way. So it's pretty hard to show on camera. But... yeah, so basically my palm is pretty much resting on top of the mouse, so it's raised a little bit. And then my hands are like, if you can see, my fingers are like curved over the mouse buttons. Yeah, my camera is in manual focus, so I can't really show it that well. But my fingers are edged over the mouse, so that's the way I grip it. And I actually like it this way. I hadn't really tried this before, but this feels good. And this is pretty much the only mouse where I can do this grip, so... the Ponit's Ultra Custom Symmetrical is somewhat similar. Like, I don't know. I actually started liking the Ultralight 2 even more when I used the Ultra Custom Symmetrical. I think this might be like my #1 mouse at the moment. The Bonus Ultra Custom Symmetrical 2, which is a massive surprise considering that the first edition of the Symmetrical was complete garbage in my opinion. So we give a bit of the SkyPad has some control, so it's not just speed in my opinion. It's actually pretty good in terms of like you have decent control, I would say, compared to MPC 450. Have you had a chance to try glass mouse gates? I'm never going to try glass mouse gates. I think that's just more of a, I don't know. I think we are micro optimizing it at the moment with those. I don't see any kind of reason. I mean I'm not never going to try those, but I don't think those are necessary at all. Yeah, I'm sure they glide well and they are durable, but so are pure PTFE feet. So glass pad and ceramic feet works right. I'm not sure. I'm completely fine with like PTFE feet. Like I have core pads on this super light here, and the feeling is really nice. There is still some control. I would think that with ceramic feet there is less control. So I don't know. In my opinion, like pure PTFE is probably the best material to have on mouse feet. Like, yeah, pretty sure that's the case. Opinion on QCK Plus. I have many mousepad, but Artisans Royal QCK are my favorites. Zero is much more quality, but I feel like buying the 3 QCK Pluses versus Zero. Yeah, I actually need to try a QCK because I did use a QCK for a long period of time. I think it's very underrated in the enthusiast community. It's like very highly rated in almost any other community, but like standard gaming community. But yeah. Are those lizard skins you have? No, these are the stock Hardy skins. The ones that I have on the Ultralight 2 are lizard skins. And then Max Gaming sent me a shit ton of these. So these are lizards. No, these are BTL skins. Actually, sorry. I think these are actually lizard skins, I think. And then these are BTL grips. I'm not sure are these actually pretty much the same as lizard skins, but no clue. I have medium hands and I enjoy Glorious Model D wireless for CS. The aim is crazy. Yeah, I'm getting the Model D wireless soon, so we'll see how much I like it. Drinking CS and playing beer. Yeah. Sorry. Fucking YouTube chat is buggy as hell to me sometimes. Interesting to see how the RGM pad compares to other cloth pads. Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't even like, usually I've been contacted by Xtrfy when they release something, and if I want to review it. I have like decent relationship with them, and I've given feedback for some of their products. Like I haven't even reviewed those, but I've given feedback. So I don't know. I haven't heard. I didn't even hear anything about the like this mouse pad. So not sure if they're gonna send it to me. Not sure if I'm gonna buy it. To be honest, I'm not that like excited. Like from the description that RJN made, it doesn't seem too interesting to me. For example, I think it from the description it kind of felt like it's pretty much the Focus 3 Fnatic made, and this is like 20 euros. So I don't know. Lately fell in love with the Prime. The funny thing about the Prime is that, you know, if you've seen my Prime wireless review, I complained about click latency, and I don't think anyone else complained about it, but so I've been doing this bump testing a little bit more like I've improved the way I do bump testing, so it's more accurate the way I test click latency these days. So the SteelSeries Prime and the Prime Mini wireless both have insane amount of click latency. And I don't know how nobody else like noticed it. I haven't seen anyone else mention that in the reviews, but the clicks felt super unresponsive to me, but I wasn't sure if it was the click latency or how the clicks are implemented, but Yeah, the click latency is pretty bad on these. I think it's like I saw some accurate results, but I don't think those are out yet. But those will be in a few weeks maybe. But my results are that these are about 8 milliseconds slower than the Superlight. So there is a lot of click latency in these. What pad would you recommend for me to switch from my old QCK Heavy? GP4 is one of my favorites. The black GP4. Can you compare Ultralight 2 and the Xtrfy M42? The Xtrfy M42 is just lower profile. It has slightly higher hump. And it's longer. Hello, glorious looking guy. Yo, what's up, Jesse? What's your main mouse at the moment? I don't really know. Might be the Ultralight 2 or the Pony Symmetrical 2 or the... I don't know. There are like I have so many good mice on my desk right now. Glorious should actually make house logo. Koska takas kantaa passen tiiviin. Yo, what's up, Jussi? I'm not sure. Probably not in a few years. How's the Focus 3? It's pretty good. But it's like the main point of that is the bang for buck, I think. I feel like SizePad is going to be similar to GSR. I'm not sure. I think from the description that he made, it doesn't seem like it's going to be like that. They probably... I don't think think it's that simple. They would say it if they feel it, like, especially the big like channels. They don't need to hold anything back, you know. The companies are more inclined to send them the stuff because they get like, it's pretty much free marketing for them. Even if the product is bad, it's still free PR. Like, and I don't think like, yeah. So the large channels are like, you get a, how would I say it? So, like, even if they subjectively think that it's a bad mouse, they might mention that it's objectively good or something like that. So it's more of a fair review that you get from them, and I still think that's I mean that's still honest, but yeah. But yeah, I definitely think that they would say it if it's a shit mouse, you know. What chair do you use? I'm not sure. The company that I work for sent me this one. I'm not 100% sure what the new one is. But I've always used like office chairs. These are really good. Big fan, keep up the work. Thank you, Joseph. What you sipping on? A little bit of a beer. I have the Hardy Stardust myself and see no point in getting the wireless one. Ah, okay. I enjoy the wireless one much more than the wired ones. Has G-Wolves made a Hardy? I don't think the Hardy is wireless yet. They have a lot of stuff planned, but nothing. They actually sell. They have like, I think like 4 mice in the pipeline or something, but they don't sell any of them. So they are pretty weird. Unless it's boards. What do you mean? Unless it's boards? What do you recommend the aux? Yeah, the aux is the Origin 1X. It's pretty good. The only issue about it is the click latency, but otherwise it's really good. Have you ever used the SteelSeries Ice Mat? I haven't actually. I've never used that one. Is it G-Wolves Hardy Ace wireless good? Thinking of getting it. Yeah, it's good, but I'm not sure if you can buy it from anywhere at the moment. Terve, could you explain more about latency problem with Katana? Is the delay fixable through their program or not? It's not fixable. It's not fixable at all. So basically, what the implementation is so that the slider does not affect the latency, but the latency is not. It's not horrible, the latency. It's okay, but the click implementation is not the best in my unit. How many mice do you have, and what's your main game right now? I don't know how many mice I have. I have like I don't know. I have no clue. I think over the years I did count it like 5 months ago or something. The number is not, of course, accurate because I can't remember everything I've tried. But I've tried at least 150. I think it was like 165 or something that I listed. But in the last like year, I think I've tried at least 50, maybe more. Where's the hardest stocks? I'm not sure. Maybe Max Gaming. Go carry in Valorant, please. Yo, what's up, Fermi? I haven't actually played that much Valorant in the past like month or something. I've only played pretty much Apex and not that much of that either. I had like 5 weeks of flu and sinusitis, so it was pretty tough to play games. Will you take a look at GPC1? I'm not sure. It's not too interesting to me at the moment. I like Havukuusi much more than Extra GP4. Yeah, I liked Havukuusi a lot as well. I'm not sure which one I think I prefer the Havukuusi over the GP4. But they are like a little bit different, kind of categorized. I would categorize them a little bit differently. What would you choose between M42 and Ultralight 2? Like if I wouldn't have the Ultralight 2 at the moment, then the M42 for sure. Because the Ultralight 2 is pretty impossible to get. Overall, I would say maybe even the... I don't know, it's a tough battle. I like both a lot. Any info on XM1 Mini released? I've got no clue. Do you live in Helsinki? No, I don't. I live in the beautiful city of Pori. Is there any factory defects on your SteelSeries Prime models? No, none whatsoever. It feels really good in terms of like the quality and stuff. Do you have a tier-based public update mouse list? No. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one anymore because there are just too many good mice. It's hard to make one that's not like 1 hour long. Do you think keyboards matter in the gaming as much? Like it would be... I don't think they matter that much, but I think the Wooding 2HE and the Wooding 60HE are going to be like the best keyboards that you can get. The rapid trigger feature that they have is just it's pretty insane. You think the Model O Minus is too small? Did you watch my Model O Minus video that I uploaded 2 days ago or something? Are you a Hisense player? I'm sort of a Hisense player, yeah. I dropped my sensitivity of like a month ago or 2 months ago, and I'm too lazy to raise it back up. HDS is a myth. It isn't stocked anywhere, which is yeah. I don't know. I think Max Gaming might actually have those. Let's see. I know they have some units, but I'm not sure if they have them on sale, which would be weird. Yeah, Max Gaming actually has them for sale. But I think they have the wired. Yeah, they have the wired HDS Aces only, not the wireless ones. What's the first mouse that got you into hobby? What got me into the hobby was when I played Call of Duty 4 and I broke my like Microsoft IntelliMouse 1.1 at LAN. I think that was when it pretty much started. I was like playing professionally and I couldn't find. I was dumb, so I started looking for a replacement, and I should have just picked a random any kind of mouse up and just play with that one. But I kind of just looked for a replacement that didn't exist. Which mouse gates you find better, TigerArc or core pads? They are pretty much the same, to be honest. Just get whatever whatever is cheapest and easiest to get for you. But a Tiger Ling Yan of the mousepad tier list you made, and have to say it's fan. Yeah, the Tiger Ling Yan is very underrated. What's your sense in Apex? No clue, absolutely no clue, dude. Is it snowing in Finland yet? No, it's not. No, it's not. I think my sense in Apex is maybe a little bit too low at the moment. Have you tried the Equate mousepad? Yeah, I like it. I haven't made a review for it. I bought it and I have so many stuff that was sent to me, so I have to like prioritize those. I think I have like I have 3 mousepads that I have 4 mousepads that have been sent that I haven't reviewed. And at least 4 mice and 1 keyboard, 2 keyboards. So yeah. And I only do 1 video per week, so there's everything that I bought has to like get delayed a little bit. Everything got delayed when I was sick for 5 weeks. So I basically started doing only one video per week, and then I skipped 2 weeks. So that means that I'm quite late, and companies are getting mad because there are no reviews. Love the stream. Glad you're doing this again. Thank you, Semper. Yeah, I was sick, so I skipped some time, and then I had too much stuff to review, so I had to like push out content all the time. Control speed paths for aiming. It's just the type of game that you play that's like makes the difference. But yeah, like overall, I would say the gear doesn't matter that much, as I always like to say that. Max Gaming is like the only mouse shop in Norway that sells more exclusive mice for whatever reason. Yeah, in Finland we have quite a few shops, and there are shops that like we have no like delivery cost, so it's pretty cheap to buy from those places. So, did you receive Fnatic Focus 3 and Size Damage for review? I have the Focus 3 here, but I don't have the Size Damage. I'm not sure if any reviewer has it. Do you got the D- wireless? No, I didn't get it. They mentioned that they have so few review units, so they didn't send me any. But it was super. I mean, I was super surprised by Glorious because I pretty much shit on their initial like release of the Model 09. Is like, let me show you. Like if you check, wait, how did I actually? It's my I think my stream might be scuffed, so I can't do desktop. No, yes I can. So yeah, this I uploaded this a year ago. So why the Glorious Model 09 is the worst mouse I've used, and then I made a tweet. I need to hide my screen because there is some stuff I can't show you on my Twitter DMs, but I'll try to find the tweet for you. I made a tweet that I don't really care about the Model D wireless on Twitter. I can't find it. But yeah, I tweeted that no one cares about Model D wireless or something, and then Glorious actually DM'd me after that and asked me that, do you want to check these out? You don't need to, they even mentioned that you don't need to make a review, you can just give us feedback, and that's all good. So, I don't know, super nice. Yo, what's up, Chroma? How you doing, dude? Oh yeah, I actually haven't seen you in a while. I think you messaged once, but I missed it. I like Reddit, and I don't know, the YouTube chat sort of skips for me quite a lot. Best aftermarket feed for Zero Soft. I don't know, just get like core pads. They are good. What messages did I miss? Is the Focus 3 good? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Current main mouse. I'm not quite sure what's my main at the moment, but I will make a video about that in some weeks. Is the you don't have a yeah, sure. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's a crime. That should be a crime. Like my face is on the mouse, and I don't have a pre-release unit, you know. Size damage with a straight face. Yo, Mixu, how are you doing, dude? What is your main currently? I'm not. Yeah, I don't know how many times I've answered that on this stream, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure. Did you try this Call Mini? Yeah, I did. Hopefully they will release a wireless button. Yo, Ukek, how are you doing, dude? I'm ihan mukavasti lähtenyt käyntiin. Pretty good daylight savings puts the clock an hour forward, so it's a ton harder. Yeah. Skypad on desk for aesthetic. No, I actually use it. It doesn't look that good, so it's not for aesthetic reasons there. At least I think. I have the clear version, and I don't know. In my opinion, it doesn't look that great. X-Lite Wireless or SteelSeries Prime? I would go with the X-Lite Wireless myself, like 100%. It's way cheaper and it's way better. Yeah, Manlow Minus versus M42, 100% Apple III. Grapefully actually answered that at the same time. How much beard should I have to get that? I don't know. You need quite a bit of beard. I have way too much at the like my beard is all over the place. I haven't like I was sick for 5 weeks, so I didn't go to the barbers to like trim it at all. So it's a little bit of a mess. The same for my hair actually. My hair is the longest it's ever been, and it's like stupid long at the moment. Would you recommend the Ultralight 2 same hand size and grip as you? Yeah, if you can get it for like for a decent price. The issue is that you might have to pay a lot, and I don't recommend for you to pay anything more than like 80 euros or 80 USD. Yeah, yes. No, these are like feet that are under the pad, but yeah, it does actually seem quite a bit like a cutting board or something. And there are like beard hair and my hair all over this pad, and you know when that happens, you can like feel it on the mouse feet, and the mouse feet actually get scratches from that, so it's pretty irritating. But yeah, it's like a minor issue, I would say. Did you play Battalion? No, and I'm not sure. I'm most likely not gonna get the Pro mod. Sorry, I'm gonna try it, but I'm not gonna play it. Like I didn't really like Call of Duty 4 that much when I played it, but it was like a decent game, and people thought that it's gonna be a big game, like a large esports scene, large competitive scene, and it was for the first 6 months. So like Activision sponsored some tournaments, but after that it's just everything went to shit. So yeah. Your main is now Ultralight 2. No, I wouldn't say necessarily that my main is Ultralight 2. It's most likely not going to be the Ultralight 2. But I like the Ultralight 2. Like, I didn't like it earlier, but now I started to like it because I want Final Boy to notice me. Nah, I actually think it's a good... It's a surprisingly good mouse, but I think it was way overpriced. Like 120 euros for a like wired mouse. You shouldn't pay that much. Did Final Boy notice you already? Will you try to get your hands on the upcoming? But yeah, I'm gonna try, but let's see how it goes. Thoughts on Razor Cloth? I haven't used the Goliath version 2 at all. Second best keyboard for FPS after Wooding. I would say the Fnatic Streak 65. Then probably after that is the SteelSeries Apex Pro. Or the Logitech G915 TKL. I made storage version 2 now, but now I'm pretty interested in the Prime Mini. What you think? The Prime Mini has pretty bad click latency, but yeah, overall review for that is gonna be like a few weeks. I like it. I like the Prime Mini quite a lot. And of course, I still like the Vaxi outset quite a lot as well. You like the holes on the Ultralight 2, or did you put grips? I have grips on it, so these, I don't know. I don't remember which grips these are. I don't actually remember where I even got these. I think Mastery... No. I remember that Mastery Gear might have sent these, but I don't think so. Yo, Hunter, how are you doing? I actually read that already. Is the HDS Plus or whatever out? No, it's not out yet. It actually looks pretty interesting to me. Surprisingly good. Thoughts on the MX518 shape? I didn't like it back then, and I wouldn't like it now. Tech Power just posted the review. Ah, okay, nice. Let's take a look. He actually told me some of the results yesterday, so I kind of know some of it. And I think he mentioned that it's gonna get easy recommend from him. let's go to the interesting part, boys. Yeah, actually what he mentioned to me is that the implementation also of the 3370 on the X-Lite wireless is super impressive, because what Psogol finds is that there is onset motion delay on the new wireless sensors, even with sometimes on wired mode apparently. This did not come from Psogol, but I heard that from another source. So yeah, so basically once you start moving your mouse, there is higher motion latency, and after about 150 milliseconds that motion latency gets stripped out and you're back with a responsive sensor. But with the X-Lite wireless, there is no such thing. Like the implementation is very well done. It's basically a power saving feature, and you want to disable that if you want like a high performing mouse, but some companies do not disable that because it's like, it's debatable if you actually notice that initial onset delay, and it does save you a tons in battery life. So like companies can market that this mouse is 80-hour battery life, you know, instead of like 50-hour, 60-hour battery life. Just Google Tech Power Up. If you don't know where Tech Power Up reviews are, dude, you need to level up, dude. These are like the best reviews. I think like even like myself and every other reviewer is pretty much like a what's the word? Like fake, pretty much like fake reviews. We are fake reviewers compared to what he does. Does new hardware, does it feel as cheap as no, it doesn't. It feels cheap. Like it doesn't feel 120 euros. Like the coding feels pretty cheap. There are holes still, but the build quality is okay now, I think. Do you have your? I think I received the package for the rocket pads today, but I didn't have time to pick it up, so I'm gonna get it Monday. You should make videos. I don't think he's gonna make video. Like video reviews are a completely different beast to the like text reviews. Like you can't go too in depth with like numbers and stuff in videos, in my opinion. Like it's just not gonna do that well on YouTube. Like what I've done in the, I think like for a year almost at this point, I've just tried to like, it's pretty interesting to me to try and optimize like the videos so that I get good watch time and I get good like average viewer retention, so people watch a good amount of the video and the watch time is still quite high. So, and people click on my videos, of course, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Especially because I'm not very good in Photoshop and stuff, so thumbnails are not easy for me. But yeah, it's the fun thing in YouTube, making YouTube videos, I think. I mean, a great video can be completely fucked in terms of stats, YouTube stats, by just a bad thumbnail and title. I heard MC1 at first, and now it's my main because I aim best with it. Is there something somewhat close? No, there is nothing that close to it, Ryze, sadly. What shape do you think is overrated? Haste has good features, but shape is meh. Yeah, I don't like the haste myself. I don't know overrated shape. I don't know actually. Nothing comes to mind that's like really overrated in my... Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say it. I mean, I talked about this in Discord a few weeks ago or something, but I think it's not really overrated though, because it's not that popular, but yeah, I don't think there is an overrated shape. Viper Mini is overrated. I don't agree with that. Hello, Lef. How you doing, dude? OTX versus NP01S versus XM1R. Yeah, I don't like the XM1R shape that much. I prefer smaller mice. NP01S and OTX are very good. If you want Ergo, go with Outset. If you want smaller, well, I mean the NP01S is still like asymmetrical, but I wouldn't call it like a... Yeah, I mean, The ergo term is sort of weird, but I would say that Outset is more of an ergo mouse than the NP01S is. Yo, Shadman, how are you doing? I have a problem that when I play palm or claw, my lower arm tends to hurt a bit, but when I play fingertip grip, doesn't. What am I doing wrong? I don't know, you should maybe check out some ergonomic guides. Your like hand might be in a weird angle or something. Like, is it in a 90-degree angle? Like your elbow should be pretty much at the same level as your desk is and stuff like that. I'm thinking about getting the XM1 or XM1R, but I don't like the XM1R's clicks and cable. What? You're thinking about getting the XM1R, but you don't like its clicks and cable. I'm gonna back the haste up a bit here. It's really good for medium. A close TigerArc shape. I wouldn't say it's that close. It's quite wide. I hate how wide the haste is. But yeah, it's great value for money. I mean, it costs like 50 euros or something, I think. Have you tried out the Soundconic M2K? No, and I won't try it. It's is it like 200 euros? It's pretty much the same as the X10 control pad. I mean, I was actually sent one, so I will have to check it out. But it's 100 euro mouse pad, and it's pretty insane. I think you have to be a little bit crazy to buy a $100 mouse pad, to be honest. Like, especially if you're European, you have to pay customs fees and stuff, so it ends up being like 130 euro mousepad or something. Mousepad, yeah. Have you done pick'ems? What are those? Wait, are those the CSGO major things? I haven't done those in a long time. I'm not sure if I've ever actually done those. What is the best way to test keyboard latency without... It's pretty hard to test keyboard latency, to be honest. I don't think you can even do that with LDAT. Actually, you probably can do it with LDAT, but... it's pretty hard to test it, to be honest. I have no way of testing keyboard latency myself. Do you recommend Rocket Cone Pro wired? Not really. I think it's pretty expensive. What's your eSportal rank? I have played like 5 eSportal games, I think. I don't think I have a rank. I actually haven't played like a real CS game in I don't know how long. It's been a long time. I only play like CS Deathmatch. I think like CS Deathmatch is the best like I don't know. I love CS Deathmatch. Valorant Deathmatch sucks. But I rather play Valorant like competitive matches than CS at the moment. Do you think it's worth buying the Starlight for 500? No. Are you looking forward to the CA13C? Yeah, I am. What's your favorite drink? Like alcoholic drink or what? I don't know. I like plenty of beers. But actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't drink that many like special drinks. Like I drink coffee, water, beer. That's pretty much it. Valorant rank. I haven't played like competitive Valorant, so that I would have a rank in a long time. I think. I don't know. I don't remember how many. I think I need to play like those placement games again or something, because I've played some matches, but I haven't had rank. But when I did play like 8 months ago, I did get Immortal, but or maybe Diamond. I'm not sure. I don't remember that well. But I didn't really like grind that much. I think I played like 40 competitive matches or something. I just don't have the time to play that much Valorant. Like, it takes a lot of time to play CS or Valorant. Like, those can be like 1 hour games or something, so. Do you play Warzone? I used to play a lot of Warzone, but not anymore. The game is just ruined by cheaters, and yeah, I think they made a lot of mistakes. Like in the development of the game as well. Current main mouse, I'm not quite sure what's my main mouse at the moment. Ever thought of trying things? I played a lot of Dota 2 actually. I played about 1,000 hours of Dota 2, I would say. I think I reached about 4,800, 5,000 MMR, something like that, I think. But I didn't play that much solo, so I played with my buddies, who were a lot worse than I was. I mean, some of them are good, but most of them weren't. So I think my solo MMR was like 4,600, but I barely played solo. Dota 2 is probably the best game I've ever played, actually. It's just way too time consuming. It makes you it makes you depressed too much. It's just, you know. But it's an awesome game. Absolutely awesome game. I still watch like TI every year, of course. Absolutely insane game. Is it worth upgrading the glides on Sublight? It can be. Depends on the mousepad you use. It can be, and depends on what you think about the stock feed. Hey House, you're my favorite peripheral reviewer. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Is the double clicking issue on the Pulsar X Lite as bad as people say? Hard to say. I haven't... Like, where do you see people talk about it? I haven't heard of that at all myself, but yeah, I don't really follow mouse review. I don't watch that many reviews these days, so I'm not quite sure, but I doubt it's a massive issue. My units, I've never had an issue with Pulsar mouse in terms of double clicking myself. Size posture RGB gaming chair. Cheaters ruined Warzone. Hopefully the new hopefully the new anti-cheat will save it, because it's a really good game, but too many cheaters, and I played it way too much for about a year, I think. I had a lot of kills. Have you checked out the FL Esports T61S mouse at all? I'm reviewing it at the moment. I feel like it's massively slept on in the budget space. 3389K 8.0 65 grams Viper Ultimate Mini Shape. No, I haven't even heard of that, so I haven't. Yeah, I've never heard of that. But sounds like a good bargain for the price, to be honest. But there are way too many of those like cheap OEM brands that make pretty much the same shape with different like specs. But that sounds good specs wise. I like the hump of the S2 very much, but the button height feels too high for me. What should I get? Extra feels good, but it's too big. Maybe the extra 542 could be a good one to try for you. Will you review the size damage mouse pad? Most likely not. I'm not too interested about that pad. Overall top 5 mice. A video about that should be in about 4 weeks or something. Would you say the shape of a mouse is more important than the weight? Yeah, 100% sure. Weight does not matter that much. It's dependent on the size. Like, small mice should be at least lighter than 70 grams. And large mice, it's not that like strict. 80 grams is okay. Did you get the new Odin keyboard? No. I don't really care about like those like custom type keyboards that are not meant for gaming. Like I don't think there is like zero reason for any company to send me one. So, and I don't really care about reviewing those, to be honest. Like yeah. So these keyboards that are like they do something for gaming. Like there is something new about it. Like the Streak 65, I asked for that one because it's interesting in terms that it's low profile, it's pretty cheap, and it seemed I saw a lot of reviews that mentioned that the feeling of the switches is good. So I reviewed that one. Then I got the Apex Pro sent out. I'm gonna review that, and then the Wooding 2HE, and this. I don't know, it's pretty hard to beat the Wooding 2HE. I don't think anything will beat it in... as long as the Wooding 60HE comes out. Are you going to review the new EC2C? Yeah, for sure. In a few weeks. I came back to Dota because I'm just done with FPS shooters. Played Hunt Showdown, amazing game, but even this niche is filled with them. Yeah. Dota is an amazing game. And yeah, there was not many cheaters in the game as well. How's the Razor Gigantus? I haven't tried that pad myself. Which keyboard should I get under 60 euros or try to make a custom one? I got no clue, dude. I don't know anything about keyboards. I mean, for gaming purposes I do know, but I've tried plenty of keyboards, but I recommend only like 3-4 keyboards, I would say. And I don't know anything about the budget scene in keyboards. I agree on there being too many OEM clones, but the G61S absolutely destroys the M800 in my opinion, and just isn't covered in YouTube as budget choice. Worth checking out if you haven't, for sure. Yeah, I mean, the thing about those is that so the issue with those is that it takes me a lot of time to review those, and you don't get many views for those, so like it's just the return value for me reviewing those is very small. Although some of those are interesting, but I have to pick the stuff that I review these days. I mean, like, let's say 6 months ago, I had like 10 esports Tiger mouse pads, and I really didn't want to review those, but they were sent out. I mean, I don't know why I accepted all of those pads, but like you have to I mean, I think you have like 700 subscribers, so once you get to that 1K, you will. I mean, your videos are good, like good quality. So, and you don't curse. Like, if you don't curse and your videos are good quality, you will get sent out stuff. I think I started. I mean, my first like mouse was sent out to me before I even started doing it, but that's because of my history. But you should have like a lot of stuff sent to you at like 1K, 1.5K. So at that point, you will need to start like picking out what you review. Viper Ultimate worth it right now. I like the Viper Ultimate a lot myself. I don't know, it's kind of forgotten. Like, people do not talk about it, but it's still very, very nice, very good. How long have you used the Prime and does it have the banner wobble now? I don't know. Mine has no banner wobble pretty much. Yeah, like there is some, but you can really feel it in game, so I wouldn't really like blame it too much on the mouse. What do you recommend for someone who really loves the X-Lite wireless but wish the left side hum was a tiny bit lower? Maybe just try and get used to it, to be honest. Like, I would try and get used to it. I would try and get used to the X-Lite wireless a little bit more, if you like it that much. Might get the Wooding 60HE, never really bothered with gaming keyboards, but the Rapid Trigger seems interesting to try. Yeah, Rapid Trigger is pretty insane. Wouldn't happen to know the factory. You think there should be more small wireless mice? Yeah, why not? More wireless mice is never a bad thing, you know. Yo, Dedrick, how are you doing, dude? How do I get thick hair like you? I'm not sure. I think I was born with it. What do you think of the radio silence from Endgame regarding their new mice? I know your podcast with them expected to release. I think they will release a mouse this year. But I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything myself. And if I had heard, I couldn't be able to tell you. So yeah, I don't know. I think they are a little bit, of course, like affected by the chip shortage. So yeah. Yo, go for low. How are you doing, dude? Can't wait for the G303 wireless. Yeah, that's gonna be nice to try out, to be honest. Which mouse pad would you suggest for the X-Lite wireless? I think the X-Lite wireless has good feed, so it doesn't really matter that much what mouse pad you use. Best mouse and pad combo. I don't know. What I like to use at the moment is the Pony Symmetrical 2 and the Pure Track. What are the new ones called? I don't remember what are the new ones called, but it's pretty much the same as the Talent and the Phoenix SE. I mean, it's exactly the same service, but different artwork. How's the Skypath thus far? It feels nice. Nice and good. Appreciate support. Plan for my channel is always was to try and cover things that are interesting more than what is sent out where I can. It means limited growth. I mean, it doesn't matter if it doesn't really matter what gets sent out and what doesn't. But of course, you should ask for stuff to send out. I mean, I don't get sent out. I need to ask for stuff still quite a bit. So yeah. But it's pretty dumb for you to buy something that you can get sent out to you. Unless you, for some reason, think that it will affect your review, but I don't know. Can you shout JP? What? Sorry, Shema, I'm not quite sure what you mean. It's Polish describe about the mouse and they really like you. Ah, thank you, thank you. I thought Polish people hated me because I gave a bad review about that one Polish mouse. I remember a lot of Polish people that did like commented on the video and kind of like they were raging because I gave a bad review about one Polish mouse. But I think the next one, the next SP Seeker mouse that I reviewed, it was surprisingly, it was good for the price for sure. Is O mine is good. It's good, but it's not for me. It's definitely not for me, and I don't think it's for that many people. Like if you watch my review about the Model O minus wireless, you should definitely watch it. Vaxi PAR here is better than Artisan, more control. I wouldn't say it's better than Artisan. It's just way different. Way different. I like the Vaxi PA quite a bit, so though. Is that, yeah, it's a glass. This is a glass pad, yeah. What mouse would you recommend for pincer claw 5mm smaller than your hands both ways? You could try the Pony Symmetrical 2. You could try, like, larger mice are surprisingly good for pincer claw. Like Outset AX is really good for pincer claw. I think Outset AX is like really good for, you can like get used to pincer claw and like, yeah. Basically any mouse that has a high-ish hump and pronounced hump is good for pincer claw, I think. Superlight is pretty good. Hardy S wireless is pretty good. I don't know. A lot of mice are really good for pincer claw. The only issue with pincer claw is that it's pretty hard to like pincer claw some low profile mice. Will you get the new Dornfinger mice? I don't think so. I've heard of that brand, but I've never used any of their products. I don't know. I'm not that interested, to be honest. I mostly only get stuff these days that I like have some interest for. I don't have the time to do like push out stuff like I did 6 months ago at the moment. In terms of your video production, I was curious how you approach B-roll. I always find it difficult to fill enough shots for the full length, and it's how you manage to keep it mixed up. I don't know. I shoot a lot of angles, so I don't like a single angle. Like a single B-roll clip should not be longer than like 5 seconds at best. Like if it's a B-roll shot, static B-roll shot where you're shooting only the mouse and your hand is not visible or anything. Like 4 seconds is the absolute maximum length for me because it starts. I know that I've watched a lot of videos where like one angle videos where the people are like doing something with their hand and the mouse is only visible from one angle for like 15 seconds or something. I get bored at about 5 second limit, so the younger crowd will be bored much earlier. So I like to make it so that it's 3 to 4 seconds each B-roll clip, and then now that I've been sick, I've had issues doing this, but so I couldn't do like talking head. Talking head is really good, so you just record the whole video with talking head, like all the voiceover and stuff with talking head, like clips. And then just quite simply, once you don't have enough B-roll for stuff you show your face. Like I struggle with getting enough B-roll myself. But it gets easier, like once you use a product for a long period of time, you kind of know what you want to say. So I would say just don't record voiceover too early. I think that helps as well. But yeah, plenty of angles, like in-game clips are always good. It's interesting to make the video so that the people that watch it don't find it boring, because I myself, there are like most reviews that I watch are like those one angle, shot from one angle, like over the top reviews or like, for example, boards reviews. I like those, but I don't think there are not many boards videos that I've watched. I listen to those, but I don't watch those. So yeah, it's kind of what you want to go for. If you want to go for something that people watch, you need to like have a lot of angles, have a lot of like motion, like handheld B-roll. If you don't have a gimbal or anything, I actually shoot all my motion stuff that's in motion with just handheld. Although I have gimbal these days. Jormali, you ever thought of collabing with iTaktech? You could provide them good info. I actually did DM them about some time ago, but they didn't respond to me. Nice. Yeah, good idea. But yeah, I had that idea as well. It did make sense to me, but I don't think it would make sense to them because they don't know anything about mice. But yeah. Would you recommend a ZA or S series coming from a FK2 user? I don't know. Like the S series is a little bit more like the FK, but you might want to try the CA13 if you use the FK2, for example. Think about the Superlight for claw. Superlight is great for almost any kind of grip. I using Prime only because it's wireless. Not really. I like the Prime shape. It's weird. It has the SteelSeries design where there is quite a lot of angles and it's not rounded. But it's nice. It's still nice. Let's look at Dawnfinger Veno S. Yeah, I might check it out. Superlight is anti-claw. I don't think Superlight is anti-claw at all. What is the blue mouse? It's hardy as wireless. I went from FK2 G... Holy shit. FK2 G403 Malo Reserve Mini Endgame FK2. Ah, okay. So you've tried plenty of mice at least. Not true, but do you script your talking heads? I don't think I've got memory to remember scripting for that amount of. I don't really script my videos, so what I do is I have bullet points, and sometimes I don't even have bullet points. That depends on how I feel. I've never actually scripted the whole video. Like I always have like talking points, but I mean it just depends on. For me it depends on how much I have used the product, but I always like use them for a long time. So it's pretty easy for me to just come up and talk about them without like a full script. So I might have like some talking points, like I need to talk about, like this is where I talk about clicks, this is where I talk about feed, this is shape, this is build quality. Then if there are some specific things that I might not remember, I will write those down. For example, the weight of the mouse and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't really script my videos. I think it would be the best to script them for sure, but it just takes way too much time. I don't want to do that. I think scripted videos are mostly the best videos I've seen are scripted for sure. Unscripted reviews are pretty boring for me most of the time that I've watched. But they are great. Unscripted reviews are great to listen. Like if you just put them on the background and listen to them, they're great. Have you pre-ordered? Yeah, I pre-ordered Wooding 68G. Yo, GT Mediocre, how are you doing? How does new mouse feet have a break-in period? Depends on the mouse feet. Vaccine wireless mouse waiting room. Yeah, same here. Have you tried Ducky Feather? Yeah, Ducky Feather is actually nice as well. Took a 2-week break from shooters and games for exams and now I can't aim for shit. Play some aim trainers for a bit. Yo, what's up, Baxi? Are you going to review PDL Grexa? I doubt it. Ouch, Bortsy. I mean, I have nothing. I like Bortsy's content, so don't get me wrong. Like I think so. Bortsy doesn't do it on one take anymore, so I think it's more enjoyable for me now. So it's faster paced, and Bortsy's content is pretty fast paced, even when it's like shot with one take. So I did have a break like watching Bortsy's stuff, but I have watched like almost everything like he's released in the past month. But if, I mean, I don't necessarily watch them, but I at least listen to it. I think it's, like, the positive aspect of that is that you can just listen to it. It's pretty hard, for a scripted video, it's pretty hard to listen to it necessarily, because some of that stuff is going to be shown on the B-roll so well that you kind of are forced to watch it if you want like a full view. Not coming this year. Okay, so Vaccine Wireless not coming this year. Boardsy enthusiast. I wouldn't say that, but I do like Boardsy myself. I was mainly have you thought of trying no GT Mediocre? I don't really care that much to be honest. Like I don't care that much to try anything like that. XM1 wireless waiting room. Yeah, XM1 I don't know, I kind of want the XM1 Mini more. I've been using the SkyPad for 1 week now. I'm loving the low friction and fast speed. Yeah, I like it that it has low friction, but still some control myself. Are you going to review the Fantech Helios XD? I think it's XD5 that was sent to me just like now. Board's presentation style doesn't jive with me. I think Boards is really good at like speaking, so he doesn't need. I don't know how he plans his videos, but if he doesn't plan out his videos at all, I think, yeah, he's really good at talking. Just, you know, talking and making like I don't know how many times like he shoots his stuff these days. But yeah, he seems to be really good at like talking and finding out the right words, like just out of thin air, sort of. Of course, it's easier if you are like natively English speaking. Have you seen any Battle Nonsense videos? Yeah, I've watched a lot of his videos. He doesn't really review products, but he has great like technical videos. Yeah, I saw the Rocket Jump Ninja's new pad. I'm not that interested myself. When will the Wooding 2AG video come out? It should be in few weeks. What is your thoughts about Artisan Zero Exhaust Force? I don't have the Exhaust yet. I will get it soon though. I know you streamed on Twitch. How comes? I actually started streaming on YouTube. Then I tried to do it on Twitch for a bit, but I don't know. I just prefer to do everything on YouTube. Yo, Matthew, how are you doing, dude? Have you tried Piranha Mouse mods? Actually, he just told me that he would send me one, so I will try one soon, but I haven't yet. I'm pretty interested in testing it out, to be honest. Glorious will send a review unit to anyone but Boardsy. I wouldn't say anyone. They send review units like 6 people or something, so I wouldn't say anyone but Boardsy. But yeah, so I think my opinion in regards of that is that the main issue why he doesn't get review units is because the language and like the production quality of his reviews is not that great. Of course, like it's obvious. He doesn't go for that. I understand it completely. And I don't think it's necessarily for a good review does not necessarily have to have high production quality. But it's just like the companies, like it doesn't look that great if some companies think that it doesn't look good if they're sending stuff to people that curse all the time on YouTube or something. I don't know. And also like actually I'm not gonna go into this anymore in depth. What do you think about Lethal Gaming Gear pads? Have you watched my Lethal Gaming Gear video? I love those pads. Those are, I mean, I love the Venus. Really nice pad. It's just too bad for Europeans. Matthew, do you have actually one of their Piranha Mouse mods, mice? I agree, because for flicking the FK2 for US they are shipped for. What's your Valorant rank and how do you like it compared to CS? I like playing Valorant more these days, but I don't have a rank. I haven't played like the only ranked game I have played is Apex, and I've only got like 150 hours or something in it. I think I'm now diamond. No, wait, I'm only platinum, I think, but I haven't played that much this split. Last split I was diamond 2, I think. And I only play solo. It's pretty bad. Not OG pro material. Yeah, I need to play more. Thoughts on the new Battlefield? I haven't really watched that many videos and I haven't tried it. I'm not sure. Do you stream games? Yeah, I do, but it's harder these days. When I was a little bit smaller, it was easier to stream games because the chat isn't this fast. And I think the main reason why people are here is because I answer the questions and I actually enjoy it myself. So it's like, it's pretty, I think it's good because my, like, yeah, so I don't know. So you kind of get to know more of my personality in the stream than you do from the videos, because my videos are like, I don't know how would I say it. Like, I try to keep them fast paced because I like that, and I like to keep the production quality as high as I can with my gear. So you don't get as much personality from me, as for example from Techni or Porty. Wait, what the fuck happened to the YouTube chat? Actually, what? I have the mod kit, got the XM1 gold shape. I soldered 2 nose, blue shell, pink dots. It's great feel, but a little less structurally sound. Ah, okay. I have the mod kit. So what's the mod kit like? So isn't it quite a bit cheaper? So you don't get the full mouse, you just get the the shell that's printed, right? Yo, Degenerate, how are you doing? Degenerate. Yeah, I guess you can play CS and read a lot of chat. Yeah, CS Deathmatch is really good for that, because I still can read chat, but not this much. When I super light NP01. How many times do you get asked that per day, Maxi? Like, when is the next lightweight Maximos coming out? Or a lightweight version of X mouse? Another production question. What resolution FPS do you shoot at, and what do you render at, please? I use 4K. Yeah, I shoot everything at 4K and 25 FPS because I'm European, and yeah, the lights flicker at 30 FPS or 24 FPS, so I have to use 25 FPS. And then, of course, in-game stuff is just recorded by, when it's recorded by like OBS, it's 1080p, and I just upscale it to 4K, so it shows on the full screen, you know. And I render 4K. Well, I don't think it's that necessary to render at 4K, but I've noticed that, for example, if you use a good camera and you shoot something that has like a lot of blacks, like a darker footage or a black mouse pad, the quality isn't that great at 1080p. Did you hear about the new Odin Eclipse? Yeah, I have the Odin Eclipse here somewhere. I don't know, it's somewhere here. Are you planning to review the Macalo 67? No, most likely not, sadly. You have to put together, I kind of wonder if I should have just let them put it together for me, but it's nice enough. Yeah, Matthew, I got from... Fuck, I forgot his name. This US guy... I don't remember what's his name. But he does a lot of these, like 3D printing, and he has his own designs. He made the wireless M42, and he sent it to me like 6 months ago. I mean, I bought the things. It was pretty cheap, like I think like 40 euros or something. But I haven't done anything. I'm too lazy to like do it myself. So yeah. Some demons record at 800 FPS. 800 FPS would be god tier, yeah. It's fine. You plan to remove Team Wolf Looker MK01? Most likely not. Most likely not. Plenty of esports and non-esports products on the pipeline. There you go, guys. We are gonna get lightweight mice at some point. It's pretty much confirmed now. Although I myself think that NP01S is like pretty much lightweight enough. Yeah, Zoro, Chroma, thanks. Him, yeah. Zoro Sirius, however you are supposed to pronounce that. Will said that glass pad is good for cooking. I can imagine him saying that with his accent. I don't know, I like it myself, but yeah, not everybody will like glass pads for sure. Zerosaurus. It's funny, I can sort of imagine him, the whale saying that with his German accent. How long on average, do your videos take from start to end? I don't know. I shoot them for like a longer period of time because I test these products quite a bit. So I might shoot some content like this week, then I shoot more next week. But I usually shoot like the talking head or do the voiceovers pretty much like in a 3-day period. So I don't know. It doesn't take that many hours, to be honest. Like some of my videos have been done in like maybe like 2 hours. So everything has been shot, the voiceover has been done, and the editing has been done in 2 hours. But it depends. My camera maxes out 4K 24 FPS, which is what I upload at. But 24 FPS, I feel like I have a lot of worse motion blur than better quality channel like yours. You should so shoot everything that's moving. Shoot at 1080p and just scale the footage to match like the screen size. The quality is of course worse, but if you are shooting handheld like motion footage with motion use, I think you should use at least like 50 FPS or 60 FPS and slow it down, of course. Zero serious. Mr. Vaxi Ambimus with hump at the back. G Pro versus Endgame QC and feel. Endgame QC and feel is like super nice. And they're like the implementation of the 3370 sensor is super nice as well. I'm sure it's annoying to get asked about this topic a lot, but still, when will the Skype review get released? I think 2 weeks maybe. 2 weeks, let's say. I'm not sure, but I would guess like 2 weeks. Is NP better for full palm or the outside? I'm guessing there isn't much difference. They are both good for like, I would say like claw and palm. Both are good for those. Maybe outside is even better for palm. Depends on your hand size quite a lot. When Vaxi and Endgame get wireless, I think I might actually stop or slow down collecting. Yeah. I mean, Vaxi wireless will be nice to see. But I don't know, what it will depend on what's their first wireless mouse gonna be like. I mean, I think they confirmed at they mentioned at some point something that their first wireless will be from a shape that's not released yet. So it's gonna be interesting to see. I prefer speed pads for Valorant CS. Yeah, I mean, yeah, slow pads are more the norm for CS and Valorant for sure. What's your view on game industry and the production products coming out? Those that interest you, of course. Like, do you mean like specific games? There are not that many games that interest me at the moment. Like, maybe Battlefield a tiny bit, or I don't know. Most games that come out are just trash at the start, to be fair. Like, I don't know, they're just almost released like unready for the like the consumers to test them out. Yeah, Grab Champions still out. Yeah, I'm waiting for the Grab Champions, to be honest. Wasn't it supposed to be released like this fall, Chroma, already? What sparked your interest in the Ultralight 2 house? So I almost always test these. Like once my review is done, I I don't think that like so we use these reviewers use mice, let's say from anything from like 2 days. I think some reviewers use them for just a few days, for like 4 weeks. I think most people do not use them as long as I do. So yeah. So let's say that you reviewed, for example, let's say that you reviewed the Superlight, the Hardy S, the Pony Symmetrical 2, the Viper Mini, and maybe like whatever ambi mouse. That's quite. Those are somewhat similar mice. Like they have a hump. They are they are symmetrical. You know, there is a lot of similarity in those. So you might get used to those quite fast. But then when you review a mouse like, let's say, Outset AX or Extrafy M4, and if you only use these mice for a week, you might not get used to that mouse in a week. So your review is gonna be bad about that shape then. So sometimes when I haven't liked a mouse or the shape, and I've used it for extended period of time, I just get back to it in like after 6 months or something. And that's what happened with the Ultralight 2. If you watch my initial review, I didn't like the shape too much. Like I could use it, but I didn't use it without the Infinity skins at all. I had used more larger mice. And I did get some wrist pains also with the Ultralight 2, which is the main reason why I didn't come back to it sooner or use more time to get adjusted to it. I think I did get wrist pains, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I sometimes go back to these mice that I didn't like. I most of the time do not go back to mice that I have liked, but I do not like enjoy too much. Dev says he needs more time. Ah, okay. God damn. I found that Endgame Gear QC and coding is the best I've tried yet. Endgame Gear, I'm not sure about the coding myself, but the QC is really good on their mice, yeah, for sure. Yeah, G Pro is really expensive. Yeah, like if you necessarily do not want a wireless mouse, you should not maybe get it. It's a good mouse. SteelSeries Prime wireless is good, yeah. What are you drinking, perkele? I'm not drinking water at the moment only. I finished my beer and I'm too lazy to get another one. Yo, Mark, what's up, Will? We were just talking about you like, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago or something. Somebody mentioned that that you mentioned in your review that the SkyPad is only good for cooking or something. Any CS team you are supporting this major? Not really. I haven't watched CS that much. I was thinking about that. Thoughts on the NP01. I don't like NP01S that much. Sorry, NP01 that much myself. But I like the NP01S and the Outset AX. So yeah, the NP01 is, I don't know. I think after using the S2C and the NP01, I would have to say that I prefer the S2 over the NP01. Get the SK61 or GK61 keyboard if you want good. Probably been asked already, but thoughts on the SkyPad, I really love mine. Yeah, I like the SkyPad myself. It sort of reminds me of the MPC 450, but it has like of course the experience is going to be a little bit different. The issue with it is that, for example, I have, unless you've noticed, hadn't noticed, I have long hair and quite a bit of beard, so like hairs and stuff gets onto the pad. And for example, my Prime mini feet have some scratches already. Like quite a bit of scratches actually. There's just been some dust or some crumbs on the pad, and yeah. That's the issue with the SkyPad for me. Yo, Tsupa, how are you doing, dude? I got a ton of mice. Mountain Macalo is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I haven't had the time to check it out, and I'm not sure if I have any more. Spice told me. Ultralight 2 clicks are the best clicks ever. Yeah, the Ultralight 2 clicks are really nice. Ultralight 2 with 8.0 is endgame now. Yo, what's up, Epu? How are you doing, dude? Yes, I sit in my kitchen. Yo, Sola, Carlos, how are you doing, dude? You playing Apex next season? It looks pretty good. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I did play quite a lot this season already, but I didn't have that much time to play this split, sadly. the issue that I have with Apex is that it resets the rank way too often for me to like get a high rank. Like last season I made it to Diamond like really easily. I think I was like Diamond 4 or Diamond 3. I'm not sure. I don't actually remember. But this season I'm only like Platinum like maybe 2 or 3. But yeah, I haven't had any time to play in the last 2 weeks. But I actually really like the game. So I was surprised how much like people were saying to me that it's super aim heavy, that aimers are going to be good in the game, but it's not. It's more about game sense and positioning and stuff than aim. Like aim is not that important. It's pretty important to learn how to fight in that game because it's a like the fights in that game are not like in any other game that I've played. So yeah. But playing solo and not having enough time, it's hard to like grind rank, to be honest. Like if I like took a break from reviewing shit, I would play it a lot. But yeah. I still when I test mice, I still have to play CS because I think it's the best game to test products for aim. Apex is just any BR game, it's way too much RNG. And yeah, that's just my opinion on it. But yeah, I surprisingly kind of fell in love with the game. From my experience, it has better stopping power than NPC forfeit, but harder to micro-adjust. I would pretty much agree, but to me it kind of feels like it's easy to micro-adjust as well. But the thing is that if your skin like is in contact with the pad, it can slow down quite a lot. So that's like the main issue that I have, but it doesn't cause too much problems as of now. XM1R, GPX, NP01S, Outside are my top 5, not sure on the 5th, maybe S2C or Rocket KPA. How did you like the new esports Tiger pad, by the way? Oh, wait. Did they? I think they sent you the new esports Tiger pad and the S2C, right? How did you like the esports Tiger pad? From, what's the best click feeling mouse today? Thanks. The Ultralight 2 has really nice clicks. Which mice have really nice clicks? I've sort of tested a lot of my... AX has really good clicks. AX probably has the best clicks I've tried, in my opinion. Have you tried anything in the likes of what Bearded Bob is doing? Some crazy cool mouse... no, I don't really care about that too much, but yeah, I like Bearded Bob stuff myself. I know personally one of the guys on backseat team. I just bought NPC1S and just annoyed the crap out of him. Okay. Diamond rank is the fun part of it. Lol, we need to squad up to get you to Masters. Yeah, I will get to Masters. I mean, I haven't... Yeah, I think those games in Diamond are pretty easy still, so... Yeah, that's not the issue. The issue is like, I just don't have enough time. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just irritating because the split... I think the reset happens like once in a month or something. And I just don't have enough time to play. I think I would have to hit like Diamond 1 or Diamond 2. And then I might... I don't know, I don't remember how much it resets. It resets at least 1.5 rank, I think. So I would need to review less products and do less work, full-time work, to like have enough time. House and Whale Duo Apex. I was supposed to play with Whale quite a lot. I mean, I've talked to him quite a bit about playing, but I just don't have that much time to play, so that's the main issue. But yeah, I would of course like to play with Whale. He's very good and he likes to communicate. I think the main thing about Apex is just you need to communicate and play well, like position well and use your brain. Like that, you can easily, if you have like if you play with 3 smart players, it's super easy to rank up. Like even in solos, like I don't really know the game that well yet, but it's just you can just use your brain and get into good positions and not take stupid fights, and you can get good, like it's easy to win the fights mid early game, I think. So like getting 6 KP is pretty simple, especially easy at like still at Diamond. The game gets of course much more complex once you hit Masters and hit the Predator, but yeah. Yeah, if climate is a bit hot and there's humidity, I can't imagine my arm on class pad. Yeah, that's like one thing that is gonna cause issues, I think. But then again, you can use just, you know, sports sleeves. Very soft, lots of control. Ah, okay. I test my mice and aim exclusively on Overwatch damage and I mean Winston. I would love NP01. I mean, I don't think it's that necessarily to be like good in games to review mice. Like, there are different kind of reviewers. You don't necessarily have to be good in games or to review a product, or to know a lot about products. To be honest, any mouse with Kale 8.0s? Yeah, I haven't had that many good experiences with Kale 8.0s myself. Unpopular opinion, Waxy scroll wheel is satisfying and I like it. Ah, you're one of the few, Alan. No, I can't speak Swedish. What are not expensive mousepads for control? Old Infinity didn't suit me. You could try the Fnatic Focus 3. I think Fnatic Focus is the one. Other than that, what are cheap control pads? The DM pad is really good. You could try that one. Has he spun the mice on Skypad? No, I will not do that. Can you pop a cheese? No, I can't. 8.0s always feel too heavy. Yeah, that's the issue that I have with 8.0s is that they feel a little bit heavy to me. Best control pad in your opinion? There are plenty of good control pads at the moment, to be honest. I don't really know which one is my favorite at this point. There are quite a lot of good ones. GP4 is great, Artisan Zero is great. The new Odin pad is quite good. What else is there? I don't know, there is just so many good ones. The Waxy PA is good, of course. The Waxy PA is just, yeah, if you struggle with humidity, you might not want to get the PA. I don't know. The thing is that, yeah, but I don't get that many humidity issues when I use, like, with any pad when I use sports sleeve myself. Yeah, extend control. I actually haven't even tried it that much yet. But I think it's way too expensive for anyone to get it to, for it to make sense, I would say. Have you gotten the new artisans that you ordered? Not yet. I will get them in like maybe like a few days. Like next Wednesday I should have them. .0s feel worse than Omrons in my opinion. TTC Gold, Pink, V2, KLGM 2.0s are my favorites. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure, like, the switch does not matter that much. It's more about the button design and, the tensioning and stuff. The implementation of the click and the shell. Kill 8.0 internal design is kinda yikes. Yeah, I saw your comment about that, Chroma. On the in Discord as well. Best, have you seen the video of the guy at El Giganten? I haven't. Are you gonna review GPZ1 from RJN? Most likely not. I'm not sure. Dornfinger Glade Matte is a nice control pad. No, I don't know anything about Dornfinger products, to be honest. Artisan Zero Soft good alternative. Yeah, Artisan Zero Soft is good. But again, the price is it's not that cheap. Please name a few good mechanical keyboards. I think, like, if you want a gaming keyboard, you should maybe get a wooden one. I'm not sure if the wooden 2HE is sold at the moment. It's only available full-sized. Fnatic Streak 65 is good, and the Apex Pro TKL is good, but I think the wooden 2HE is the best one at the moment. I think they improved them on X request, but still on the bottom tier of gold-plated switches for sure. Ah, okay. So do you think like Glorious also, because they brand the switches as, what is it, Glorious 80mm switches or something? Do they also, is it possible that some, like, they improved them, but they have like two versions of the KLGM 8.0s, like they have those that Endgame Gear gets and Glorious gets, and then they have the default ones? or did they just do the updates for all and just... What do you think? How do you think it goes? I know that Glorious probably only has pre-selected like units, but and that's the way they sort of brand them their own. How much does the upper range of FPS make a difference for you? Would you continue using this 144Hz monitor if you liked all other features about it? Or I'm not sure. I haven't tried a 144Hz monitor in ages, so I have only 240Hz monitors. Experience from 240Hz in like last 2-3 years maybe. Not sure. You should learn something about German Dornfinger share house. Maybe I should. Maybe I will Google something after this stream. I feel like an ISO of the Wooding is going to take a long time to happen, sadly. The Wooding 2HE, sorry, the 60HE will be available next early, I think like Q2 2022. Probably a full refresh for everyone. Ah, okay. Use V2 8.0 in their Starlight as well. Ah, okay. Yeah, it takes a while to wait for the Wooding, yeah. If you can design a gaming mouse, how would it look like? Shape, color, weight? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I don't know. Do you know of other slow pads that doesn't get affected by humidity like Equate and Artisan Zero? I want a pad that's like QCK, but one that doesn't feel different every day. The X-Fry GP for black is quite good. I would maybe go for that. There are plenty of good ones, to be honest. Like the Odin Eclipse is pretty good. There's so much variance in each switch, unless companies are strictly binning them. It'll vary massively unit to unit. Yeah. Yeah, and then there are of course a lot of mice have also variance in terms of like the shell. So just like QC issues and stuff, so the clicks will feel different even if the switch is exactly the same feeling. So yeah, it's pretty hard. Yo Kenji, how are you doing, dude? Glorious is doing an amazing job of copying high-end keyboards, which is okay. Yeah, I don't know much about keyboard switches, to be honest. Did your background change? What do you mean, Pakata? I'll just talk about Dorn finger. New gaming was confirmed. HE1 house mouse. Yeah, it's coming. That's why I can't talk about it. What was it? Dornfinger Glade Matte. It's pretty cheap. It's 20 euros. It's a good size as well. So did you say Veno E or Veno S is the Veno S is... Is this like the... What is this? It's an OE. I think, yeah, it's an OEM shape for sure, but doesn't look that familiar for me. 3370. What? They have Esports Tiger Ice Feet by default. 62. It looks actually pretty not interesting. Yeah, the Veno S looks pretty interesting, to be honest. Could you compare the Viper Mini to the CA13? I heard there is a bigger hump on the CA, but the dimensions are very similar. Yeah, the hump is way bigger on the CA13. Like you will have much more, and yeah, it's just much larger overall. Like the hand feeling is gonna be much larger. Just pull the vaccine out stakes and currently waiting for it to arrive. Currently using the MP1 and I don't like the shape. I like Palm, but do you think I like it? Hard to like predict, but there is a good possibility that you will like it. How is the SkyPad for CS? I like it myself, but it's quite fast. House mouse is a killer product name. That's true, that's true. I did my job. You can stop your stream now. Yeah. I'm actually ending the stream pretty soon though, so good timing. Have you seen pictures of international team one? You can take some idea. Where to buy gear in EU besides Amazon or Max Gaming? Something that has diverse selection and good shipping policies. I don't know any other place, to be honest. Like, I use specific Finnish shops myself when I buy something, but I haven't really bought that much stuff in the past. In a while. What's your favorite master? Well, hard to say. Is it controllably fast or just fast? I think it's controllable myself. Endgame gear NPC 450 or Razor Strider. I haven't tried the Strider myself, but I do like the NPC 450 a lot. CA30 is gonna shape coming soon. Good evening, thanks for this, being so supportive on Twitter, YouTube, means a lot. Peace out. Yeah, no problem, good enough tech. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend. You should go CA13 if you like. I don't really like the Strider as much as the high end. Strider feels loose. Is it rough? Is it like less rough than the high end? How does it like? How is the roughness? Is that the real vaccine, chat? No, it's fake. It's the real vaccine. Never linked the CA series. Tried all of them. Not for me. Ah, yeah. Yeah, the C. Yeah, I like the CAs quite a lot, but they are so different to almost any other mouse that there is on the market. It's hard to get used to those. And like CA12 is just way too large for my liking, and CA11 is of course insanely large. CA13 is really nice though. Vaxi clone. Spreader doesn't have the main advantage of artisan, the choice of foam firmness. Ah, okay. So how firm the foam is on the, or the base is on the Strider. The Logitech G502X Plus wireless was leaked. Looks to be 68 grams. What the fuck? 68 grams G502. I don't really know if I'm I mean, I'm kind of interested. I don't really like the shape, but yeah, quite somewhat interested, I'd say. Arc 2 is best for super light. I prefer... I don't like the Arc 2s myself. On my copies they are about the same. High and maybe 5% more roughness over Strider's sleeve was okay. Ah, okay, yeah. Strider a little bit softer than mid artisan. Ah, okay, so yeah. Bit of suck for other, but on super light they are godly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really... Yeah, I mean, I've tried plenty of esports Tiger 2s for plenty of mice, and I always prefer the esports Tiger, like Arc 1s and Iced Feet and Core Pads. G502 60 degree. How will people have one larger arm than the other? Type in women or men. Well, my girlfriend is sort of, I guess, blonde, I would say. So I guess blonde maybe. I want lightweight Sensei from Steel Series. Isn't the... I mean, the Aerox 3 is sort of like that, though. So, you somewhat have that, but not really, to be honest, so... Let's see, maybe we get the Sensei 10 or something, wireless and lightweight soon. Do you think the G303 wireless early copy that Koei got already is gap or fact? I think it's factual. I think they made some mistakes with that. Is the Pulsar X-Lite wireless worth it pickup or... yeah, I would get the Pulsar X-Lite wireless most likely rather than the Maldi wireless, to be honest. Try the super light with 0. With other fields, micro adjustments are not that easy as with Arc 2s. Yeah, I might pick those up and test it on the super light. Have you done your PCAMs? No, I don't really follow like CS competitive that much. Aerox 5 and Aerox 9 are coming soon if you haven't seen. Ah, I haven't. I saw those leaks like ages ago. Isn't the Aerox 5 like... Aerox 9 is like a large, like MMO mouse, sort of, right? What about the Aerox 5? Is it like... Is it like an asymmetrical shape? That's like By the way, why is my background flashing all the time? Weird. I guess the camera isn't overheating, I don't know why. Hello human, why universe is some symmetrical 2 for Palm? I prefer this, I think the symmetrical 2 could be better for Palm. It's just that a little bit larger. And what are you rocking as your main right now? I don't really have a main right at the moment, I would say. My last main was the Outside AX, and at the moment I really do not have a main. But yeah, it's not going to be the Outside AX anymore. I used it for too long. I used it for too long and now I'm bored of it. Not FCC listing for them, so for a few months. Ah, okay, okay. Did you actually get any super high FPS in Warzone Apex? No, Rubik, no, I do not have like 240 FPS on either one of those games. Any plans for Halloween? No, we don't really like celebrate Halloween that much in Finland. You're gonna try the MTV anytime soon. Yeah, Glorious did send me that, but I'm not sure when it's coming. No, absolutely no clue. But yeah, I think it's pretty much time to end the stream, guys. It's pretty much like 2 hours already, so that's a decent stream length already. That's a decent length. Did you ever get the Winter 21? Yeah, I have the Winter 21 pad. Where is it? I actually just used it for a video. Is it actually branded Winter 21? It looks nice, but the text is like... You can barely see the Vaxi text here. I guess that's like the sort of the point of it or something, I don't know. But it looks nice. The colors are nice. They could be a little bit more vibrant, but it's nice. Waiting for the Hardy S Plus. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one as well. Vaxi bamboozled me. I was just about to end the stream and Vaxi bamboozled me with the mousepad. Oh, fine, you learned about Dawnfinger. Good day. Thank you, thank you. Please see my comment. 19 centimeters by 10. What easy model? Get the easy 2. Yeah, I answered all the questions that were left over. So alright, thanks guys for watching and enjoy your weekends. The next video will be uploaded next week. I think it's gonna be the Hardy S Wireless review or the Fnatic. What the fuck was the pad's name? This mouse pad, the new Fnatic pad. It wasn't Clutch Stream. I have such a hard time remembering these names when the branding isn't that great. Like, I don't know, the name, like the Fnatic mouse and mousepad names are bad, so I just don't remember them at all. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. One video next week for sure, maybe Wednesday, Thursday or something, and I will maybe stream next weekend as well. But yeah, enjoy your weekends and have a good one, boys.